What took so long for a new group album to be released?
Just kind of getting on the same page. You know what I mean? A lot of celebrity and fame is just reactionary. You know what I mean? Like, it's truly after the fact, after an accomplishment, when you are, shuffled around trying to supply demand. You know what I mean? And it's all for good reason, but it's very hard work. It's very demanding, and it's hard. I mean, like, to settle and do a cohesive project, when we haven't been in that same creative space in over a decade, you know what I mean? So, and then plus everybody had prior obligations. I myself, everybody was doing something for themselves, and so just trying to get together on the right time and then get reacclimated. You know what I mean? You feel me? So the personal bond and the friendship and the family, I mean, that's there. But can we get on the same page creatively and truly be a unified front and going forward, in a creative direction? You know what I mean? And that's a conversation that you can't sum up in one sit down.
Your solo career has really taken off. What are your thoughts whenever you see advertisements for Goodie Mob's latest venture and it says Goodie Mob featuring CeeLo Green, as if you're doing a guest appearance when you're really a founding member? Is that surprising to you, or was that planned since your career has grown so much and it includes a completely different audience?
Most often a team has a franchise player. Like there's a flagship and there's an anchor. I'm saying, not just happen to be all of the above. And so, being 14 years removed, hip hop itself, the genre, has changed dramatically. And I think at large we all suffer from ADD. So most people don't remember what happened last week, let alone what's been absent. Obscure for the last 14 years. So we just used what namesake we could and said that would garner some attention and is a proper introduction to the audience that I've acquired as CeeLo Green. They don't know Goodie Mob, and so many people, and also they don't know. Some people don't even know that I'm Gnarls Barkley either. So it's pretty ironic, and you have to kind of remind people and connect the dots. So that's all that was about. No disrespect, and of course there's no I in Mob. You know what I mean?
What influenced your album?
When we first started, man, we were doing songs. It was very innocent, a naivety of just the rules of engagement. Like, we were doing 7-minute songs, get up, get out, get something with 7 minutes and 36 seconds, so they had to, when that became a single off the Outkast first album, Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music, they had to shoot 2 separate videos, they had to cut it in half. So with that being said, like age, age is experience. Like in the seasoned and an elder statesman, and so wisdom is a choice of words. And sometimes we choose the less is more method. And so this time we were able to kind of consolidate, if you will. And difficult task to do for 4 very able-minded, elder statesmen, who could be highly opinionated about this, that, or the third. And a lot of what made Goodie Mob organic is that we allowed each other's, opinions to be stated, regardless of whether or not we were indifferent, or an extension of it. Like we embraced it all, and we kind of became like the village people, so to speak. We all represented kind of different things, but yeah, that was more or less a tactical, approach to how can we consolidate, because there aren't any quartets left. You know what I mean? So if it's going to be 4 people on the song, it's going to be 4 people with namesakes here and there that are all kind of current artists. You know what I mean? Like, so we would kind of reintroducing each other, and I was even being reintroduced as an MC. I hadn't done hip hop music in 14 years. You know what I mean? So yeah, we wanted to the most effective and immediate instant gratification that we could get. I mean, but not overstepping our boundaries, and not inappropriating, or insulting the integrity of who we were and what we had accomplished 14 years prior. So it was just to remain solid, in that. I think we accomplished that, But then of course it's avant-garde, and we reserve the right to be provocative as well, whether it's political or pop. You know what I'm saying? Do our approach to it. So Amy is one of those records that's it's got a taboo attached to it. You know what I'm saying? But it was done really, executed really professionally. And it's very charming, a charming song, a charming way to challenge people. You know what I'm saying? To challenge the status quo. You feel me? So that's what it's about. We're here to challenge it.